So I've owned the Chase Sapphire Preferred for about 5 months now. I did the unboxing video back in October. If you guys are interested, I'll put the link at the end of this video as I usually do. But this is definitely hailed as one of the best travel cards that you can get at a very minimal $95 annual fee, and it's even waived for the first year. And after owning this card for 5 months, I can definitely agree with that statement. So in this video, I'll be talking about the key features that sets this card apart from other cards, and also the point system, as well as the best strategy for getting this card. So firstly, you need to be aware that there is a $95 annual fee. However, this is super low considering all the benefits I'm going to talk about later. And not to mention that the first year that you apply for it, you don't even need to pay this $95 fee. It's waived. So ultimately, if you do decide that this card is not for you, you can go ahead and downgrade it after that first year and not actually pay anything to own this card. In addition, there is a lot of travel-specific benefits, which is why I think that $95 is justified if you do consider keeping it long-term if you travel even just once a year. So that would be no foreign transaction fees, so this is great for international travel. There's also primary CDW, so if you're renting cars a lot, you know how important it is to have this type of insurance covered by your credit card as opposed to your regular insurance company. Otherwise, your insurance company will charge you an additional premium if you were to get into any kind of accident. So this is really helpful, and not to mention Chase is very useful 24/7 travel concierge. If you have any kinds of trip issues or you want to just get into some special events, they can help you out. And also, if you were to have some kind of travel accident or trip cancellation, there's also insurance for that as well. Then in terms of spending and purchase specific benefits, we have extended warranty. So beyond what the manufacturer would provide, the credit card can also help you out if there's something that happened that was a manufacturer defect beyond the regular warranty period. There's also purchase protection. This is particularly helpful in situations, say you bought a souvenir from abroad, but then you realize it had a defect or you don't need it anymore. And then if you're looking for a special kind of evening where money cannot buy you to get into, say, sold out concert tickets or special fine dining, you can take advantage of Chase's VIP access where you can get these special privileges that you really can't get otherwise. And also, not to mention, all of this is packed into this very nice metal credit card, which is always very cool. So that was all the features that comes with the card itself. Now let's talk about the point earning system, which is called Ultimate Rewards Points. This is the reward system that Chase uses across all of its branded cards. So it's really nice because if you have something like the Chase Freedom or the Freedom Unlimited cards, you can transfer the points between the cards and really take advantage of the pooling system, which I'll talk about a little bit later, to redeem for really awesome travels. And what makes this credit card such a great travel card is because the point system is super lucrative. Not only can you redeem it for statement credit or deposit it straight back into your bank account, but you can transfer these to transfer partners for airlines and hotels that earn you way more than 1 cent per point. And I'll talk a little bit more about that later on in this video. But the easiest way to start accumulating these points is, of course, to first hit that sign-up bonus, which is currently 50,000 points. After $4,000 of spend in the first 3 months of getting approved for this card. Now this may sound like a very high sign-up bonus for some people. It definitely was for me, but how I managed to do it was by using a service called Plastic. This is well known for people who are really into credit cards. So what this service allows you to do is use your credit card to pay for very big expenses that you would normally not pay with a credit card, such as rent, mortgage, your student loans, all of that. So that was really how I managed to hit that $4,000 of minimum spend easily. So I'll put my referral link down below where you guys can sign up for this service, and you can also get $500 of fee-free payment using that link down below. So while you're hitting that sign-up bonus, you also earn special multipliers for travel and dining. So that's 2x back in the specific category. However, the travel definition is very loose. This includes rideshare like Uber and Lyft, even commuter transportation like subway, buses, and of course dining is all kinds of fine dining, bars, restaurants, even a coffee shop. That all includes in this dining category. So you can really easily rack up your points in the special 2x multiplier. Additionally, there's something called Chase Shop where you can get additional bonuses or deals just by shopping with Chase. So for example, there's discounts for shopping at Apple, Walmart, GameStop, and there's even stuff that are really seasonal. So for instance, right now it's tax season, so there's an offer for $20 off your TurboTax. So once you have accumulated these points, what can you do? Like I said, you can use it for just statement credit, very basic cashback earning stuff, buy products, via their portal, but I definitely don't recommend doing that. Instead, of course, what you want to do is use it towards travel. So if you were to use your ultimate rewards points via Chase's portal, which is powered by Expedia, you get an additional 25% more value for using your points through this way. And this is actually how I booked one of my trips this past season, and I got much more value out of using my points this way. However, I only recommend this if you're looking for a nice budget economy flight. If you're more interested in business or first class flights, you will want to transfer your points to transfer partners, so other airlines or hotels, where you can get a much higher value per point than just 1.25x. So I've heard of transferring out to certain transfer partners that are even worth up to 6x. So there's definitely a lot to be had when using your points via transfer partners. And don't forget, if you have the Freedom or the Freedom Unlimited card, you can pool all your points together onto this Chase Sapphire Preferred card to get even more value for your points. What I've said thus far is really the heart of this awesome travel card. If you guys are interested in applying for this card, please consider using my referral link down below. That way you can get that awesome 50,000 point sign-up bonus, and not to mention help out my channels and support my work. Now, I like to be really thorough in my reviews, so there's other things you might consider just besides the card itself, and that would be the actual company that's issuing the cards, their website, and all that. So that's what we'll be talking about right now. In this day and age, you most likely will want to do electronic payments and do auto payments and all that, and that's really easy to do via their website and also via their app. And in the app, you can also easily quickly lock up your card if you were to get it lost or stolen at any point. Opening an account with Chase also allows you to get access to a free credit score, and they also have a feature which I use all the time, and that is to check how many points each transaction is worth, so you can easily check whether a certain spend is actually in the dining category or not, for instance, and this is really helpful that I don't see any other companies provide for whatever reason. And then there is Chase Pay. Oh boy, this thing is kind of a real love and hate relationship. Love because there is so many amazing deals that I've had just from using Chase Pay, gotten meal credits and also discounts from gas. But then there's also the problem where it's not super intuitive. So that's why I'll be making a whole separate video just on Chase Pay, so be on the lookout for that. But of course, the Sapphire Preferred is not limited to just Chase Pay, but other digital wallets can be used as well, such as Apple Pay, Google Pay, Samsung Pay, you name it. So Chase is definitely a company that's up to speed in today's market. Now let's talk about how to get approved for this card. Now Chase is a little bit picky with their customers. You have to kind of first build a relationship with Chase first, whether it be a bank account with them, or in my case, I started out with the Freedom card, and then after about 2 months, I applied for this card, and I had gotten this with just about 1 year of credit history. So as long as you have a pretty good profile, you don't really have to have an extensively long credit history to get this card. So final thoughts, who do I think this card is good for? I honestly can recommend this to pretty much anybody, even if you only take one trip a year, just because it has so many benefits, and plus the annual fee is completely waived for the first year, so worst case scenario, all you have to do is downgrade it after a year, then you don't have to pay anything to actually try out this card. The great thing about the Sapphire Preferred is that you're not locked to a certain hotel chain or a certain airline like other branded cards. And you can get so much more value out of its point system when you transfer to other partners or use it through the Chase's travel portal. And even if you don't decide to use it towards travel, you can always redeem it for cash back at a 1 cent per point ratio. So if you've been eyeing this card and you have less than 5 new accounts in the past 24 months, I'd say just go ahead and go for it. Again, my referral link will be down below, so make sure you take advantage of that sign-up bonus.